What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another action-packed, star-studded, not really featuring any type of stars episode of Destiny: The Guardian Outpost. Today is Monday. Yes, today is Monday, and when I arrived at the tower today, there was a very cool themed Halloween event taking place in the tower, which is fucking awesome. This is the type of stuff that we have been wanting in this game. This is the type of stuff that makes the world more alive. I love it. I love it. Like, look at these. I mean, these candles set off such a cool mood. These engram glowing things look so sick. And then we have this. We have these special Treasures of the Lost mystery bag packages, which we can buy at the Eververse Trading Company. You can buy silver with real world money, and you can buy these packages, which include a various amount of different types of Halloween themed goods in each one of them. These are really cool. I'm looking forward to actually dropping some money a little bit later on and actually picking up some of these. And it's just, these are the kinds of things that add depth to the game. It's a holiday, but the coolest thing is these new Halloween themed emotes. So the first one you're looking at right here is the Boo emote, which all three of them, in my opinion, are really, really freaking cool. I'm picking all three of them up, hands down. They're unique from all the other emotes that we've seen up to this point. The Monster Dance one is the one that you're looking at right here on the screen. Another really cool one, man. It's just, these are the kinds of things that we have been wanting in this game for the past year. And it's nice to see that Bungie is incorporating, real world things into this game. And this, obviously, is based off of Michael Jackson Thriller, the Zombie Dance emote. This is probably my favorite emote up to this point. This is, yes, I am definitely buying this. I'm gonna throw my money at the screen. Luke Smith, sorry about that. I had to go there, bro. I had to go there. Anyway, so it's not just all about these little mystery bags or these three Halloween themed emotes. There's actually a quest line that has actually been incorporated with this special Festival of the Lost Halloween event, which is taking place. Um, Again, just walking around the tower, the audio that you can hear, the cool sound effects, and the Halloween themed music. Just the lighting with the candles and the things hanging around and the banners. It just adds a really cool aspect to a holiday such as Halloween into our game, which, and again, Bungie nailed it, because not only did they could have been like, oh yeah, happy Halloween, but no, they came up with like an actual like backstory on this actual Destiny version of Halloween and the celebration around it. And it's just, again, these are the things that we want more of. Like, you need to do this more and more and more, because it's just awesome. I'm going into my emblem kiosk right now just to see, just out of curiosity, wanted to see if there was maybe any special, you know Festival of the Lost, themed emblems or anything like that that were added. So I'm not seeing really anything right here in this first collection. Um, yeah, these are all pretty standard. Same with collection 2. Yeah, I don't see any new ones up there. Collection 3, pretty much the same. All the standard ones. And these are all the promotional ones. I don't see any up there based around the Festival of the Lost. Which, I mean, it could be something that you get as a reward from Eva Levante. Who knows? But again, like, look at the decorations and stuff, dude. It just adds, the effect of the Halloween vibe. I love it. And certain vendors in the tower are actually wearing masks in conjunction with the actual event. So like I said, there's a whole bunch of different things that go along with this. Like right now, what you're looking at is the Legacy of the Lost, which is this is what you pick up from Eva Levante to start the actual Festival of the Lost quest line. Um, so basically, what you're gonna do is she's gonna give you an empty candy satchel, and this first part is pretty straightforward. You know, you just go from person to person in the tower. They're highlighted on the actual on the screen, so you know which ones you actually have to talk to. It's not all the vendors, not all the population of the tower are involved in this. But what I like about what they did with this is the fact that when you go from, well, I'll just wait until we actually get to that point. But you'll see what I'm talking about, because they kept it unique for each individual character as to, you know, not everybody embraces this. Not everybody is into it. Not everybody likes the idea of celebrating death, as some in the tower will actually refer to it as, which is cool. You know, it adds a little bit more of a twist to. It's not just Halloween. It's not just going out and getting candy. It's not just, you know, there's an underlying meaning for each of the characters that you come across during this intro to the quest line. That's pretty cool. I like the way that they did this. So as you're seeing here, I'm going to the first individual that I need to speak to, and that is the speaker. And again, like I said, each individual person I got to talk to is wearing a crazy looking mask. Like, it's just, it's funny, it's cool comedic relief, but it keeps with the actual theme of the festival. So this first part is about going up to these individuals, and they're gonna give you candy.
There are many paths ahead of you.
This is crazy, dude. Like, what? And if you look, you know, when you go to each individual character, they have like a quote, you know, kind of them reacting to handing candy to a guardian, like, and it's kind of humorous. I like what they did that. So I'm just checking out the new monarchy guy to see if he yeah, he doesn't celebrate. He's boring. He doesn't celebrate Halloween. You suck, new monarchy. 2 thumbs down. You suck. You're boring. Stay there in your little corner with your weird looking hat and your ugly ass robe. But like I said, I mean, these candles set it off, dude. You know, and it's not boom in your face like, oh my god, let's just go balls to the wall and make this just fucking overdone. Like, it's simplified and it just looks fucking cool. Like, it looks cool. Like, I wish, you know what? When Halloween is gone and they take these candles away, they need to put some candles in this tower and let that shit stay, because that shit looks sick. I like it a lot. I like it. It looks real cool. It makes the tower look more, you know, especially at nighttime. It illuminates the tower in a much more moody type of atmosphere. Like, I like that. I like that. And the Cryptarch, you know, he's giving me some candy too, and he's all into it. Like, if you listen to him, he's all into it. And look, his mask is an exotic engram. Like, it's those kinds of things, man. Like, that's the uniqueness of Bungie, man. Like, they just come up with these clever freaking things, and I don't know. I love it. I love it. So let's see. We're gonna go down here. Oh, Eris. Well, she's ugly as shit anyway. So yeah, she's not gonna be wearing a mask.
I am bidden to grant you.
Okay, yeah. So she's clearly not into it. Yeah, she's not into it at all. She's just look at her. She don't need a mask anyway. You celebrate 24, you know, 24/7, 365 anyway, Eris. You weird looking bitch. Yeah, so she gave me a box of raisins. Is that what that says? A box of raisins? Wow, that's odd. Lord Shax, he's celebrating. He's all into it. Crucible Master. Yep, he's gonna give me some candy. Yeah, he's not really into it too. He's kind of like, yeah, why are we doing this? Kinda, if you read what he said. And then we have, the actual vanguards too. Like, what the hell, man? This is just bugged out.
I'm listening.
Let's see. Ikora's into it. She likes it. She's all about the Festival of the Lost. That's pretty cool.
Thanks again. Thank you, Guardian.
So what are you guys thinking about it? You know, I'm loving it, man. I think, not to quote McDonald's, but this shit is cool. You know, it's like these little things, man, that just like nobody. I don't think anybody was expecting this. I wasn't expecting it. Shit, it just Like I said, when I jumped on today, I went to the tower, and boom, as soon as I loaded my game up, you know, that little advertisement screen that we usually have, that tells us like, oh, the Iron Banner is here, or you know, Queen's Wrath missions are here, whatever, whatever, or Trials of Osiris. This popped up on my screen, and I was like, what? So this is the kind of stuff they do. This unexpected stuff more often where nobody knows about it, and it's just like, boom, here you go. Here's some extra stuff to do that you totally got caught off guard. I love this. I love this because and I'm sure the end rewards from doing all this stuff with this quest aren't probably going to be something epic or absolutely amazing, but like, look at that little touch right there. Like, the city in the background actually has like the Festival of the Lost logo beamed up across the Traveler. Like, that is just cool use of the environment, man, where most studios wouldn't even have thought of that. Like, again, it doesn't add anything to your gameplay experience, but it does add to the immersion of this game and this event with this Festival of the Lost. And that it's those little touches, man. I love stuff like this. People in World of Warcraft have been
I feel
you
the
know
spirits of
used to this kind of thing basically since the game
so
came
much
out, and
candy.
it's a part of World of
Good.
Warcraft and those kinds of games, and it's so nice to see that Destiny is finally going in that route. Like, I love that. I love that. Um, it's these things, that
Spirits watch over you.
it's not just one thing to take something from the real world and just implement it into a fictional game as the real world version. It's another thing to
Too
take
much
what's
of a good
real
thing will give you a stomach ache.
and make it fictional, but keeping it true to the actual real world thing. Like, that is, and they nailed it, man. Like, if they do this for, like, say, Christmas, or other things throughout the year, or even if they take it to another level where they create in the world of
Perfect.
Destiny like holidays that in the real world don't even actually exist, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. Like, boom,
Tell
here's
the
this
other guardians.
here's this new festival of something, or maybe the Vanguards have this thing that they celebrate, and blah 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 blah. Maybe the Guardians as a collective have this thing that they celebrate in the name of maybe like this top tier, you know, dead guardian that used to exist. Maybe they have a celebration dedicated to that individual or a group of individuals. Like, these are the things that Bungie can just go crazy with, and I want more of it. I mean, if it stays right now to the point where it's just based off of real world, holidays, still, I'm all for it, and I love it. But if they go the next means of incorporating that kind of a content release into the game and creating their own type of like festivals and celebrations and stuff like that with these random events, man, I love it. I absolutely love it. So as you can see on the screen, there's a whole bunch of new like materials and consumables and stuff that dropped today, and there's a whole bunch of different masks, legendary masks and rare masks that you can actually get for your character. And from what I understand is the rare variants of the certain masks for this um, Festival of the Lost event, those will expire once this festival has ended. Um, but you can use these materials to actually infuse them and make those masks permanent, which actually turns them into legendary variants, which you will keep no matter what. So you'll always have these to go back to. And here's the thing: they could do something where those of us who have these legendary masks from this year, next Halloween, a year from now, you bring those back out, and boom, they could add stuff on top of that. Like, oh, if you have this mask from this past year, we have extra content available for you because you were part of the first celebration of this Festival of the Lost. Like, there's so many things that they could do with this, but just the fact that they're letting you keep these, even though they don't mean anything, other than, you know, relating to this actual event taking place during Halloween. But it's still something cool extra to give the players. Like, this didn't cost us any money. Like, you could go to the Eververse Trading Company and you could drop real world money for silver to buy, obviously, those other emotes and those mystery bags. But, like, you don't have to. Like, you don't have to. But if you want to invest money into it and you want to actually, you know, actually put real world money into it and get some, some extra content out of an event like this, or, however way you want to look at it, like they're not forcing you into it. And the thing that I like about this is, it's not just like these one or two little skimpy little missions that you have to go do. So I'm thinking that there must be either an exclusive like shader or an emblem or both. There's something legitimate that you're going to get rewarded with at the end of this event upon completing all these various parts of the quest. Which again, those are the things that we as gamers, especially those who play this game, these are the things that we've wanted. And I'm look, dude, you can sit there and go on and on and on about all the things that are wrong with Destiny, but you know what? I try not to get in that conversation anymore because with the faults of this game and the things that it still needs to fix and things that still need to be reworked and added, if you look at this game for what it is and what they have done with this, it's basically, as far as consoles are concerned, this is a game all its own. There is no other game out there like this, and for them to start incorporating not only the Eververse trading company where you can take real world money and buy silver to buy emotes and stuff like that, that's not going to be, influential to your actual progression in the game. It's just aesthetic. It's just to help you build up your character based around how you want them to look. And then you have events such as this Festival of the Lost during Halloween, and maybe we'll have something during Christmas time. It's these kinds of things that when Bungie does it, they nail it, and you know, a lot of people give the Prison of Elders a lot of bullshit because, oh, Prison of Elders sucks and it's this and it's that and it's that. But you know what? Here's the difference. Majority of studios would not take a gamble, let alone even think of doing something new. Whereas with this game, at least Bungie is willing to take chances and create new stuff that people may actually get lost in and really embrace. And I would rather a studio take chances like that, release content which may be successful, or it could be a learning process as to what not to do for the studio.
See you tomorrow.
How can you not be for that? You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, this game has just, you know, from the guys at Planet Destiny, Briar Rabbit, um, Roboskull, Beastly Gamer, Datto, all these guys, Professor Broman, Dethalion, all these guys who are so invested in this game, and the game has basically become, you know, basically like their life as far as a job is concerned, I guess you could say. For a game to have that kind of an impact on somebody where they actually want to do this for a living, that in itself, and this is coming from a game that's only been out for a year. So, you know, rather than knocking this and being like, oh, these Halloween quests are stupid, like, well, I'm wearing dumb, you know what? Embrace it for what it is, man. Let loose a little bit. You know, I think one of the reasons why I think gaming has changed a lot as far as the community is there's this negative, like, everybody seems to be caught in the negative of stuff. Like, nobody takes the time to slow down and take a couple breaths and be immersed and be a part of what game is supposed to actually emanate, and that is fun. It's not always supposed to be constant seriousness. And it's nice for a studio like Bungie to come up with something like this, to just, maybe today I didn't want to do anything really serious. I didn't want to do Nightfall Strikes, or I didn't want to do the raid, or I didn't want to do, all these bounties that I've got in my inventory. Boom, they release something like this, which is much more laid back, and it's mysterious. We don't know what we're going to get at the end of this quest. So, you know, embrace that kind of stuff, guys. Be thankful that there is a studio who's willing to do this kind of stuff. And again, they didn't charge anybody for this. Yeah, you can drop real world money if you want to, but you don't have to. It's completely optional, and it has no impact on your game whatsoever. Other than for those of you who actually do drop real world money, you have an extended version of this, I guess you could say. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Like I said, later on, I'm buying all the emotes just because, you know, if $5 here, $2 there is going to help them develop stuff for free like this,
That's weird.
or even bigger, why not support that? Why not support that? Because a lot of games that are this big in popularity, that's what I'm talking about. When a game is as big as Destiny has gotten to be, and it's only going to get bigger as they, figure stuff out, tweak stuff, and really, really start realizing where they can go with this. Once it gets to that level, be grateful that this game doesn't require a subscription. You could, easily find yourselves going and having to buy this game and then having to pay a monthly fee in order to play it, but they don't do that. So again, rather than being critical about emotes, why would I want to waste money on that? Well, you know what? A lot of games, majority of games nowadays, especially the AAA games, they cost millions and millions of dollars to make, and I would much rather a studio say, "Hey, look, we're going to give you these aesthetic things for you to purchase." Excuse me, where that's going to help fund stuff, so that you don't have to go out and buy all the time. Like, you know, I would much rather that than say a subscription fee, and that's just my personal opinion. But even if Destiny opened up a subscription fee, I would, in a heartbeat, I would drop money every month to play this, because this game has started to become part of my personal lifestyle, and I'm also trying to make a living out of this game aside from what I'm doing with my own game stuff, with the studio that I work with. So this is something where, as much as I love Destiny as a game, I love it even more for the social part of it, where outside the game, it allows me to take a break from my real world stuff that I'm involved with and actually, as a hobby, get invested in the development of my YouTube channel, creating content for this game based around the game, and hopefully, getting a following on Destiny, the Guardian Outpost of my own, and growing the brand and growing the name. And, it's gonna take a while, I'm sure, for me to get to that point. It's getting steadier. I'm noticing the amount of views on my channel, which is great. But that's another thing that I really want to give a lot of um, thanks to Bungie for, because they are allowing, now they could easily pull the plug on a lot of things, but they're allowing people like me and Planet Destiny to make money off of their own game, and I'm all for it. So good job, Bungie, you nailed it. Anyways, guys, I'll see you on the next episode. Happy Halloween. Have a good one.